Coaching advice for my 3.1K friend. Hello, I also watch your videos of coaching. It's awesome. I'm 5K MMR, but my friend watched one of your coaching videos. It has really helped him a lot. I told him to watch one of your videos and he watches a lot now. Thank you. And I would be grateful if you coach his replay. He's zero Rubick. He taught a lot, so I'll give him some tips to improve on. And this replay was expired, so I talked to him again and he sent me a new replay. He's playing Rubick and this guy was playing X, so we'll be talking about Rubick. That is his friend, 3.1K MMR. Okay, let's do this. Good. Good. I like. Wow. Okay. This is impressive. But I think you made a mistake. You should have popped the smoke before you TP, so you smoke your allies as well. What this does for people who actually, I'm actually surprised that people don't know, but if you smoke, it gives you 15% movement speed bonus. And I was surprised that a lot of people don't know about this. It gives everyone 15% movement bonus speed, so it allows your teammates to go to the lane faster. That is also another advantage that you can get from popping smoke at level 1 at the beginning of the game. So people, guys, there are still a lot of people wondering why this doesn't really do anything at lower tier MMR, but start doing this. This makes a lot of difference, especially when you're playing support and you're playing the support and go climb up higher. You should do this always. There's no reason not to do it. Rubick support looks like Axis offlane or jungling. I think that's his jungling. And Ember is middle. Okay. Yeah, Ember is middle. Mirana is their offlaner. This one, Brute Mother top. Shaker support. Medusa is middle. PL is safe lane. Sand King could be roaming, could be 2-1-2. Let's see. This wording was bad. You know why it was bad, right? You already saw Brute Mother, so Brute Mother clearly saw that you were putting down a word. I'm pretty sure that she saw it. Highly likely she saw it, and even if she didn't, this is wrong. You should never do this. But this was, I don't think you were worried about running into Brute Mother, but you should be. So you're not. What's going through your mind as a support is you don't really care about getting dewarded from the way you play. I don't think you're worried about people dewarding, but you should be more careful, because if you do that, if you put down like this and still go up higher, I think if you ever get close to like 4K MMR, people will deward this right away and it's gonna hurt you. So don't do this again. Okay. And now you're gonna put down a sentry. The sentry was also bad. So what's really gonna happen is Brute Mother is going to buy a sentry now. If she is a good player. If she was a good player, Brute Mother would have gotten 1 sentry by the beginning. So placing down a ward right here and a sentry right here, it's gonna get dewarded at the same time. If Brute does buy 1 sentry, these two are gonna get dewarded all the same time. So I have to say you don't have the correct mindset in warding. So that is one of your weaknesses that I can already tell. Okay, you're pulling and stacking at the same time. Good. Whether you intended or not, this was good play. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. As a team, the right way of playing this game was letting X play the safe lane solo and make Monkey King roaming or go try aggressive. I think that could have been one idea, but I don't know. I don't understand if you guys had that in mind. Okay, good job. You dewarded. X is really good. X does really well against Brute Mother. if Axe is doing 1 versus 1. So that was one idea that you guys could have done, but I think Axe just wanted to jungle so bad, so let him be. But if you were working as a team, I know that Axe is your friend. I think I might have told him to go safe lane and make Monkey King go to try lane bottom with you. Monkey King plus Rubick plus Mirana. That's gonna work. But you're doing your best right now, so this is good. But looking at in terms of hero, Rubick and Monkey King is not a really good lane setup versus Brute Mother. Brute Mother can easily dominate you too. It's not a big problem. You just start pulling. So good, you're doing a good job that you're sticking here, but it is okay to single pull in matchup like this, where there is really no way of killing Brute Mother unless Brute Mother makes horrible position mistake. It is better to pull and make yourself fat, giving Monkey King solo experience and gold. Because Brute Mother, I don't think Brute Mother is gonna contest him, because Brute Mother does not have any level yet. So it is okay for you to single pull. And so what you're doing right now is you're pulling, but you're not killing any creeps. You're not getting any gold. You're just denying the creep waves. Generally, most of the time this is good, but what you need at this point is when you're playing against a solo offlaner that is not killable. What you should do is you should play greedy. So this is good. Don't think you guys can kill him. Yeah. So unless you have a dust here, what dust? If you buy a dust, you can slow him down. So you guys might have a chance of killing him. But what I would have done is I would realize that it's not essentially possible to kill Brute Mother. So I would just single pull. This is good that you're denying, but you're not getting any levels. You're not getting any farm. So and partially you're right in pulling, but this is not benefiting you economically, not at all. So get the Bantu in. This is good, but you should seriously single pull. Stacking the camp right here, double stack it, and single pull, that works too. But either way, single pulling was the better idea here. Every time you get a chance to pull, just pull. If you had done that, I think you might have hit level 4 and enough gold to buy a boots of trouble. I mean, not boots of speed, and maybe a dust. If you grab a dust, what dust allows you to do is it's gonna pressure Brute Mother. If Brute Mother ever checks her inventory, it's gonna be she has to play passive. So getting a dust was another idea that you can play against Brute Mother. So you're trying to stack, but I don't see this doing anything. It's actually, if you guys ever lose this lane, the stack right here is gonna go to Brute Mother. And that is the worst possible thing that can happen to your team, which can be game changing. So stacking here, it's good for Ember, it's good for Axe, but this is somewhat dangerous, and you're playing way too sacrificing support. So I want you to play greedy next time. There are people like saying that you should never single pull as a support because it fucks up the lane, but it's really subtle. But this is the right time to single pull. You know that there is nothing you can do to contribute to the lane by just standing next to the Monkey King. You're not doing anything, right? You cannot kill Brute Mother. You cannot zone out the Brute Mother. You cannot make Monkey King kill him unless even you get a dust. You cannot guarantee 100%. So at this point, at this time, in this kind of situation, this is where you pull every single fucking time and make yourself fat. This ward didn't work too, so you got dewarded right away. So this warding. So you have a warding problem. This is actually disappointing. Oh, what are you doing? So you're denying the enemy creep waves. So you're essentially denying experience of Monkey King. So if you didn't do this, I don't understand why you did it. But let's see what happens here. Okay, you don't have a dust. Okay, so one mistake I want to point out. I'm just gonna have to go back and tell you exactly what happened. So you pulled here. You took the aggro here. So you intended to pull from the way. What you should have done here is don't go this way. If you just go around this way, they're gonna follow you and they got dinner right away. But this was very, very stupid play. I cannot find any good way of the intention of doing this. You should just hug the tower. Go here. By the time you walk to here, your quick base is gonna come here and giving just normal lane to Monkey King, giving him a lot of experience and giving him a lot of gold. But what you did there is essentially fucking him. This was a really bad play by Rubick. I'm pretty sure that Monkey King was confused by doing this. Yeah, this was bad. So you you attacked the neutral creep, so you intended to pull, but I don't understand why you did this. This was totally unnecessary, and you're hurting Monkey King. So you're not supporting Monkey King at this point. You're making him to fall behind, much behind. Yeah, he missed the stun, but there was no way to kill Brute Mother unless you get a dust. So getting a sentry is great, but at this time you need dust to kill Brute Mother. And when you put down a ward here, it was another. Okay, let's hope he gets it. This was way too dangerous. Way too dangerous. Well, you guys saw the Brute Mother was here, but good job. Good job. I wouldn't do this. I would not recommend do this again. If you ever want to stack for axe, stack here and stack here next time. Because if you guys ever play against good offlaner, they're gonna steal the creeps, and you two are fucked if that ever happens. So if you think you're not doing anything in the safe lane as a support, you can roam. Rubick is a good roamer because he has telekinesis. This is really good ability to gank at early level. So I would have suggested to smoke and gank middle. I think it is entirely possible for Ember to kill Medusa if you ever solo smoke and roam into jungle, roam into middle. But now that you're only level 4, it's minute 8, you were standing next to Monkey King the entire time, and look at what you did. Monkey King is only level 6, this guy is level 6, and he has even more farm. He's a lot of farm, given that this guy was an offlaner, and Monkey King is not even that strong. He's just mediocre. And look at your item. You don't have that much item. If you had a dust, he was dead. Right here, if you had a dust, I would have when you went back to the base, I would have definitely bought a dust. So putting down a sentry here was good, but as soon as you had put down a sentry, you actually didn't even need to put down a sentry. All you needed to do was scan here, know that Brute Mother's there, and just dust right away. Slow him down, telekinesis, and he was dead. But you don't have a dust. You don't buy dust. So I don't think you understand how to kill Brute Mother. When you're playing against Brute Mother, oh, okay, this is. Whenever you play against Brute Mother, I even suggest getting. You're gonna die. I think you're gonna die. Unless he does this, you're dead. Yeah. If you guys kill Medusa, it's totally worth it. If you guys kill Medusa, arrow him. Okay, now you did something. But this happened only because they overextended. You did good job, but they overextended and they made a mistake. So I was talking about getting dust. When you ever play against Brute Mother and you're playing support, always get dust. Dust is so good. It is so good. Sentry works too, but I even gave up getting a level 1 at the start of the game. I even get Sentry and a dust, even though I cannot get any other items. That will be my item build. I'm gonna get a dust. I'm gonna get 1 sentry, and ask my teammate to buy a courier if I'm suffering. If I cannot get anything, get a tango. That's what I would do. They even have a Sand King, so getting dust totally makes sense. You should get out. Good. Ooh, okay. Good thing the Axe has a dagger now. This is really good. Axe can start ganking now. This is really, really good. So if anyone that can make changes to this game, it's gonna be Axe. So even right now, you were standing next to Monkey King, and now you're back to you came down all the way to bottom lane. Okay, so you're waiting for X. That's good. This is good. I thought you were kind of wasting time, but this is good now. You guys can do something. He's gonna die. Call him. Vision, nice. Oh, what an fucking arrow. Fucking arrow. Very good. Nice, nice, nice. Very nice. But do you see how you cannot even get brown boots around minute 11? So this is your problem. So I think this happened because you didn't even pull. At least I think you pulled once. Single wave, but you didn't even care to last it. So this is why this is happening. Very good. So X is doing good. If you had actually pulled like twice and lasted the neutrals, you would have gotten brown boots. Even around minute 6, I think you would have gotten the brown boots if you keep pulling. So this is really bad. It is good that you're buying wards and stuff, but you should always take care of yourself first, then take care of your allies. Even when you're playing sacrificing support. No brown boots at around minute 12 is really bad. I think you're gonna die now. You're gonna die. Wing. Brute Mother is behind you. Dead. Yeah, this is because you don't have any brown. You don't have any movement speed. Oh my god. Spin! Spin! Good. Okay, I'm gonna skip a little. So again, you bought a sentry. You bought a sentry and a ward here. Good. But this was wrong. I get it that you really wanted to play sacrificing and provide vision to your allies and, you know, get a sentry is nice against Sand King and Brute Mother. But what you really need at this point right now is your brown boots out of everything. So I'm gonna say this was the wrong choice. And popping up smoke like this never works, because you just pop the smoke inside their jungle without having any vision. So you should never do this. This is one other bad play. So I think you made an intention to gank middle with Axe, because Axe has a blink dagger smoke here, but yeah, there was a bad smoke. I'll explain why you need brown boots. It's minute 14, you still don't have brown boots. So this is extremely bad, because these days, if you play Dota and when you're playing support, support's primary job is collect the bounty runes. So you'll be roaming around the map a lot. You're gonna have to support the carry. You're going to support the middle, but every even minute, supports contest the bounty rune. So if you're winning games as a support, what's gonna happen is you're gonna collect a rune here, it invade into the jungle, and you also collect the enemy rune. That is only possible when you have enough map control and you have the movement speed, but you don't have anything. You're not granting down enough vision because you do not have vision. You do not have enough movement speed to have some mobility around to move around the map. So this is really bad. You bought the Tom and you're dealing the brown boots even more. So this is so bad. So I think you have no concept of I don't think you're lacking a lot of concept in playing support right now. Always rush brown boots. If you if you think you want to play sacrificing, start doing that after getting brown boots. At least brown boots. Brown boots is just needed. I even recommend getting trunkle boots and then start supporting. That's really fine. When you're playing pub games, that's really fine. Don't even get smoke. Don't even get sentry. Don't even get wards. You don't even have to upgrade the courier wall. That is bad. But you get what I'm saying, right? You need brown boots. So this has happened. You're coming. I'm gonna tell you. They initiated here. If you had a brown boots, I'm telling you, if you had a brown boots, you'd be standing right here right now. If you had a brown boots, you'd be standing like here or here. And you had enough time to cast something. Even put down a sentry or do it whatever. Telekinesis, whatever, and this guy was dead. You're just so slow now. You're so slow. Okay, so at minute 17 you had brown boots. At minute 17. So remember this time and tell me what you think about this. If you think this is fine because you had a wind life, that's fine. But try to reason with me, because I do not agree with your item build. Brown boots at minute 17 is extremely bad. Nice bait there. This one was really nice bait. Good job. Very good. And here's another thing that I want to talk about. I don't think you need to get arcane boots here. Don't think arcane was the right item. Well, you know what? Arcane is always good, but I would have gotten trunkle boots instead. What I like to do as Rubick is get trunkle and get soul ring. That's my build. And maybe get a Yule scepter, Aghanim scepter, blink dagger, glimmer cape, force staff, things like that. That's just generally good for Rubick. But I don't like getting arcane boots. Here's what I want to say. If you're playing support, you should be careful. Whenever you're deciding between arcane or trunkle boots, you should be really careful. Because arcane boots is extremely expensive. This is extremely expensive. So this is good. This is good. Number one, when you're playing number 4 support and you are trying to get mech, then arcane boots is good. Arcane boots plus mech is good. You can transition into the Guardian Greaves later, and the item build works. You can benefit from it 100%. But if you're not getting mech, and you still want to get arcane boots because you're just support and you need mana, try to think whether you are providing your team a really good support by providing mana by popping the arcane boots. So if your team is if you ever have a team with Sven is suffering from mana. Sven does have some mana problem. If you have Sven in your team, mana boots make sense because you'll be providing him mana. But if you look at your layout and your teammates, oh, that was unfortunate. If you look at the layout, I think everyone is a little bit self-sufficient in terms of mana regen. So I don't think you need to get arcane boots. That is my insight. So this is how I think. Good. You're gonna die now. I think it is important when you're playing support. When the time comes that you're starting to wonder whether it is right to have trunkle or arcane, then you have potential to climb up higher. Because most players around 2k MMR, 3k MMR, they don't really care about the items. They don't really care about the item build. They're just like, oh, whatever, I'm support, I'm gonna buy arcane, that's fine. But a good Dota 2 player will think about making 100% value out of the item you're getting, and they will start wondering whether this item build is right or wrong. So always Be a student, be humble, and start asking questions to yourself. Is this good? Was this a good choice or bad? Could it have been different? Just start asking. Good. So you didn't buy Dust even once this game. It's already hitting minute 22, and so you're getting 4 stuff. Good. You're not getting Arcane. That's good. You didn't get Dust. I'm gonna tell you this again. Dust is good against Brute Mother. Dust is also good against Sand King. What Dust does is it slows down people. That is good. That is really, really good. So start getting Dust whenever you're playing against any invisibility hero. You should always get Dust. The right answer is get both. You should get a Sentry and you should get a Dust. But you didn't even buy Dust at least once in this game. So I think you don't understand how Dust works, or you just don't like the item. But you should definitely get the Dust in this game. Okay. Good. You're getting some Lastic. Very good. And you bought Ring of Health to rush 4 stuff. Well, this is good because 4 stuff makes you, it's just gonna save you from Brood Mother and just everyone else. But here's what I'm gonna tell you. If I were you, yeah, I would have eventually gotten the 4 staff, but Soul Ring was your item. Let's see what happens here. Then I'm gonna tell the item build again. Put down a Sentry. Good, very good. Oh, you should have chain stun. You should have definitely chain stun Sand King. Dust. What is that? Good. Kill Medusa. Kill her. Stun! Oh, you missed a stun. So you were kind of in hurry. Good job. Axe is godlike. So I was talking about your item build. Try Soul Ring. This doesn't do anything to you, right? It gives you good health regen, but it doesn't really do anything, right? If you had gotten Soul Ring, at least it doesn't. It makes you free of having mana problem. So try Soul Ring next time. Get a Tranquil Boots and Soul Ring, and tell me what you think about the item build. It works for some people, it doesn't. So I need to know if it works for you. So if you are playing Rubick in the near future, get Soul Ring. What I can praise about your item build is at level 1 you bought the smoke and TP, so you had the right idea, and you even have a magic wand. This is something that I rarely see in 2K and 3K games, because players don't get magic wand. So if you're getting this item just following my video, that's awesome, but if you actually see my videos of my coaching, you're gonna die now, that's fine. You're a little bit greedy. So this was another bad positioning. I don't think you were expecting Shaker having Blink Dagger and Shadow Blade. This happened because you don't care about the enemy. You don't. But what that means is, I don't see you clicking the enemy hero. Whenever good Dota 2 players are playing the game, every time they get a chance to see someone, the enemy team, they click on the hero. So right now I have a vision of him. I'm gonna click on him. I'm gonna see his item. Whenever I have a vision of Sand King in the minute, I'm gonna click on him. Whenever I get a vision of Earthshaker, I'm gonna click on him and check his item. And alt and right click of your mouse, and let your teammates know what item he has. I think that is the things that you can do as a support to make some difference. You have to know whether he has a Blink Dagger or Shadow Blade, so you can be careful. But you're not doing this. I don't see you clicking on the hero. Not even once this game. Dead. Dead. Good. Man, this guy's good. Dude, your friend is good. He's already beyond godlike. Nice. Shadow Blade. Hold him. He can Echo Slam. He might Echo Slam. Okay, you're dead. They hate you so much. That's fine. So whenever that happens, you can be... I want to see this fight first. Thinking instead. Ooh, fucking Brood Mother. Fucking Brood Mother. Fucking Brood Mother. She got a lot of buff. This ultimate is not really strong. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you about the fight. So you died from Shaker casting basically everything. That was... oh, killer! Good job. It's gonna survive now because PL is here. Fuck this game. No! At least kill him then. Nice. This axe. Okay, you're back. So many things are happening at the same time. I cannot stop the video because I'm actually being a fan of this game. Okay, this was bad. Your position mistake here. This was good. Engaging him like this was good. You put him down, and you ran straight into him. You know what Shaker does, right? Enchant Totem, and you get double stun. So this was bad. This was bad. Yeah, this was bad. I still don't think you guys were able to kill him. Maybe you guys were able to kill him if you did not get stunned because you just stole the Enchant Totem. Yeah, I definitely think this guy was dead if you did not get stunned at the first place. So pay attention to your positioning. You can do much better in your positioning. Yeah, he's eventually gonna die, but you essentially you're making it much harder to kill him. So your position is another weaknesses that I can point out. So I'm gonna have to go back because there was something that I want to mention. So when you first died here, so Sand King is stunned, this guy is Echo Slam, and they basically use everything on you, right? So whenever you're playing support, this is the time when you can be proud of yourself and be a little optimistic because you're only a support and they had to commit everything on you. So whether you intended or not, if you can force your enemy to commit, this is okay. This is an okay time to die. You should be okay. So I think that could be a little different mindset that from 3K players and other higher tier players. This is good. Whenever you make the enemy team commit this much, you should be happy. You should definitely be happy about this stuff. And that's how I translate things in Dota. Okay, back to the game. Bounty, good. Okay, Arcane is good now. I can say that Arcane is somewhat good because this guy does need some mana. Excess mana problem. While this guy does have +3 mana Risen as his talent, I think, yeah, Arcane is good. It's always good. Swap the dust. You should have swapped the dust. I forget this a lot too, but every time you see anything, just saying, "Oh, good job! Yeah, you should have done this. Very good." You're gonna die now. Okay, so this, your position right here. This is wrong. So whenever you're playing Rubick, Rubick is kind of like Crystal Maiden. Unless you get Blink Dagger, even when you get Blink Dagger, Rubick is a kind of guy who just never stays at the front line like this. Just never ever. So I want you to check your Rubick play by yourself and check the enemy's position. When you're staying around here, you should be able to predict the enemy because you're literally hiding. You're about to fight. You're about to dive into the enemy tower. It is kind of evident that at least one person might be staying behind, and if that one person is Earthshaker, let's say that the person is Earthshaker, if he ever stuns you, he Shadow Blades, he blinks and whatever, if he ever stuns you, Fissure, you're dead, because there's gonna be a follow-up by Sand King, there's gonna follow up by Brute Mother, you're just gonna die from one stun. If they can stun you for 1.5 seconds, you're dead, because you're Rubick, you don't have HP, you don't have armor, you're just gonna die, and that is exactly what happened. You're dead now. You're dead. Do you see how fast they can kill you? So this is why, whenever you're playing Rubick, you should pay extra attention to your positioning. Your position should be either with your allies or even a little bit behind from your allies. You should be positioned way behind, about here or about here. And Rubick's job is to counter initiate with the telekinesis. Unless your team does not have any form of initiation, then there's a time when you get Blink Dagger. That is usually when you're playing number 4 support, you get a Blink Dagger and initiate with the telekinesis. But if you're not doing that, most of the time, I think what Rubick does is always stay behind and telekinesis to counter initiate. This is really strong. This is why Rubick becomes really scary, because Rubick is kind of guy who actually has to stay behind and see how fights are happening and try to imagine what steals he has to steal and then use it wisely to flip the team, to contribute in the team fight. So that's what Rubick does, and that is why Rubick becomes so scary, and that is how you become good players. That is how you become good Rubick player. So this is bad play, bad position. Good thing that your allies are very strong enough to just man them up and kill them whenever they come to you. Okay, this is good. You're swapping. That is good. No. Dust. Ah. No. Your position is just so bad. You're gonna die now. Okay. I'm gonna have to go back because I'm coaching. So even right here, this is a little dangerous. Even right here, because you don't have force staff. You just use force staff to get here faster. But you're already exposing yourself to danger by standing right here. You should never do this. Never ever. He's done. I thought you were dead here. I thought you were dead right here. I kind of knew that this was a bad positioning. I was anticipating this to happen. But they decided to go on Mirana. And I think Axe force-stabbed him. Yeah, that's what it did. Axe kind of pushed him away to save you. So you're kind of lucky there. Thanks to Axe. but you deserve to die here. You deserve to die right here. Right here, this is also wrong. Your position is again wrong. This is wrong position. You should be standing right here. About right here. So just try to keep just watch your own replay or just watch my video, and you have to know that this position is bad. You should always stay behind teammate. You're already staying behind Axe, but this is just so bad. This is just enough for the enemy team to kill you if they ever commit to you. And you should be staying way behind, wait for chances to spell steal, and try to make some difference. But you're not even popping dust here. You saw Axe, you saw Shaker popping Shadow Blade, and there's a Brute Mother, and Sand King might be somewhere here. So if I were you, I would have just popped the dust to slow the enemy by 20%, that is a lot, and then move back for using my 4 staff to reposition myself. Like this, just like this. This was good. And you're going back again. So this, by committing this much, I think you also deserve to die again. This was a bad. So you made an effort to save your teammate, but Shaker was right here, and I think you deserve to die. So there was like, I think at least 2 times where you made really bad position mistake. This was really bad. You deserve to die here again. This is a bad positioning. You should never do this. You're kind of lucky that Shaker did not respond, and Sand King kind of ditched you, and Sand King was kind of slow to react. The Sand King is now like he had just woken up, but this was bad. I think you deserve to die, at least twice in the fight. And I am going a little harsh on you, of course, because I'm coaching you. I think this is the best way to help you out. So I don't want anyone to take this personally. So I'm not pointing out anyone else's mistakes. I see other players in your team making many mistakes, but I'm going to focus on you. But this should be good. This is good. Because you're going to become a better player next game by pointing out mistakes and learning from those. So please don't take this personally. Yeah, there was a guy sending me a message that you've been too harsh on me, but I think it is my job to be harsh. I think it is my job. But I really don't want to hurt anyone's feeling. So let me know if you cannot take my coaching, because then I'll be, you know, be some other guy and sugarcoat everything I have to say about you. Okay, so your team is doing some work. They're winning without you. Good job. So now is the time where you can a little bit chill out and have fun, because you're already outnumbering them. And Medusa is gonna die, of course. Then, okay. But this was decisive. I think this was decisive. I don't think PL can do it that much solo. This fight was really good. We're now getting the Blink Taker. I don't have any beef with item build, which is good. Telekinesis, good. This is how you play. So what you did right here, what you did right here. Remember this moment. Remember this moment. This was good play. Very good play. You went behind. So I think whether you intended or not, you repositioned yourself by going back a little, and then you counter initiated. This is the definition of how to counter initiate someone. Sand King came in, you didn't get stunned by him because you went backward, and then you telekinesis, and he's gonna die now. Dust! Good. Dust was late, but he's dead now. Good. So this is how you play Rubick, and this is how Rubick becomes very annoying from the perspective of the enemy team if you play things right. This is exactly how you should be playing Rubick. Always stay behind. Try to imagine the right time to counter initiate. So you're gonna have to, if I were you, it's gonna die now. If I were you, basically literally every team fight, I would anticipate, I'll try to imagine where Sand King is, where Earthshaker is, And I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna prepare myself to press telekinesis and put him up in the air to counter initiate. Rubick is, trust me, Rubick is really fucking annoying if he knows how to play. Okay. So I think you guys won this game. Axe is so fucking tanky. That's fine. You're gonna die now, but that's fine. Okay. Okay. Good. Bad. Bad positioning. Never ever do that. Well, you're winning, so it doesn't matter, but... Okay, you guys won. Okay. $2,919. So you got these two items. So basically, if I can find the graph. Because right here. Minute 17 Brambus. This is bad that I already pointed out many times. And this was a little questionable. Ring of Health. Well, this makes sense for 4 staff, so this was good. But try Soul Ring and tell me what do you think about the item. So if you look at your item progression this game, you got 4 staff around minute 28. So at minute 28 you had a 4 staff and brown boots at minute 28. I'd say that happens to number 5 support, but try to play a little bit more greedy. If you do play a little more greedy, you would end up getting 4 staff and a brown boots around minute 20. And you would get another core item by minute 30. I think you can do that by at least doing single pull at least twice in the game. It's fine, it's really fine, unless you're really fucking up the lane. And just be greedy, be greedy. I can tell you that you like to play sacrifice, you like to sacrifice a lot to your teammates. That is good, that is really good. But take care of yourself first, then take care of your allies. That should be the mindset that I can suggest you to be. Okay, that was Rubick, guys. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to my channel.